In this session, we'll study DC machines. As per as classification of DC machine is concerned, DC machine is divided into DC motor and DC generator. DC motor or electric motors will convert electrical energy into mechanical energy through electromechanical energy conversion device. Similarly, electric generator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy through electromechanical energy converging device. Both the machines will work on same principle of working, that is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction states that whenever current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, EMF is induces in the conductor. See, the nature of magnetic field should be a alternating. Whenever this conductor is placed in a alternating magnetic field or may conductor is movable, then EMF is induces and the nature of that induced EMF is alternating. See, these are the positions of the conductor. This is the initial position. As we move the conductor in this way, there will be a production of magnetic flux and there will be a production of induced EMF as the nature of magnetic flux is alternating. The direction of that induced EMF will be defined according to Fleming's right hand rule. Fleming's right hand rule states that when three fingers of right hand stretched perpendicular to each other, then thumb indicates the direction of force, index finger indicates the direction of magnetic field, and middle finger indicates the direction of current. This is the basic arrangement of DC motor as well as DC generator, where here we have used a permanent magnet. In between this permanent magnet, one conductor is placed having one turn. This is the commutator. The function of commutator will discuss in the constructional part. These are the brushes and this is nothing but a DC motor. Next topic is construction of DC machine. Basically, as far as technicality is concerned, the DC machine is divided into three types, or constructionally it is divided into three types, that is magnetic field system, armature and commutator. And as per as a physical construction is concerned, there will be a two types because DC motor and DC generator, both the machines are dynamic machines. So there is one part is rotating, one part is stationary. So as far as rotating part and stationary part is concerned, that is the difference between the construction. See, this outer portion, it is known as yoke. This is the mechanical covering we can say. Next part is this part where the magnetic poles are placed. On the magnetic poles, there are a winding we can see here. These windings are known as field windings. This is the part of stationary. Next, this part comes under the rotating part, that is the armature winding. We can see there are armature slots. Inside that slot, conductor is there. This part we can say this is known as commutator. This part, these are known as brushes of the machine. One more part is there which is placed in between this two pole, or we can say one pole pair. This is that part. This is called as interpoles. Okay. Now function of each and every part we'll discuss. As we already discussed, there are three technical parts we can say. The magnetic field system and armature and commutator. Then, first of all, we'll discuss the stationary part of machine, that is stator. As far as stator is concerned, stator is a stationary part which is outside of the motor. The stator of permanent magnet DC motor is composed of two or more permanent magnets. The magnetic field can alternatively be created by an electromagnet. It may possible we can use a permanent magnet or we can use a electromagnet. Next, poles, magnetic poles. See, magnetic poles are electromagnet. The field winding is wound on the magnetic poles. The magnetic poles are made up with ferromagnetic materials. The construction of pole is done using the lamination of particular shape to reduce a power loss due to eddy current. Pole shoe. Pole shoe is nothing but this end part of your pole. It is made the constructionally like this. It is the basic or main function of pole shoe to distribute whatever magnetic field is created through whatever air gap is present in our machine. So throughout that magnetic field should be a constant. For that purpose only we'll use a pole shoe. The material for pole shoe or magnetic pole is used, that is low reluctance material which is having high we can say magnetic flux. Armature winding, function of armature winding. The rotating part of DC machine is called as armature. Armature core has a large number of slots in this outer periphery. Laminated armature conductors are placed in this slot. Conductors are laminated to reduce eddy current loss. It is also provided path of low reluctance to flux produced by the field winding. Again, the material used should be having high permeability. This is the arrangement of armature winding. There are basically two types of winding. One is lap winding, second is wave winding. This is the arrangement of lap winding. As far as lap winding is concerned, the total number of parallel paths are always equal to total number of poles. A should be always equal to pole. The A is nothing but total number of parallel paths. Second type of armature winding is wave type of winding. This is the arrangement of wave winding. In wave winding, total number of parallel paths are always 2. It will not be equal to P, number of poles. Commutator. This is the very important device in DC motor or DC generator. Basic function of commutator, it converts the alternating current into unidirectional current. See, we have seen whatever EMF induces in the machine, the nature of that induced EMF is alternating. But as far as name is concerned, this machine is DC machine, direct current machine, right? So we require to convert whatever generated EMF which is having nature alternating, it should be a direct current. Now, so first function is it converts alternating current in unidirectional current or DC current. It collects the current from armature conductor and passes it to load with the help of brush. It also provides unidirectional torque for the motor. Material used. It is made up of large number of edge-shaped segments of hard-drawn copper. Those the segments are insulated from each other by a thin layer of mica. or the segments of commutator is made up of copper and insulating material between segments is mica. Brushes. The function of brushes collects the current from commutator and apply that current to external load. Brushes wear with time and it should be inspected regularly. Material of brushes used, it may be carbon brushes or graphite brush. This is the whole assembly of a electric machine where this is the outer part. These are the bearings. This is nothing but the housing of where we can say this is the yoke, and this part we can see these are the field poles where the field winding is placed. This is the shaft. This part is nothing but slots. This is the commutator. These are the bearings. This is the cooling fan. Whole assembly of this armature is on shaft. This is the terminal box. See, up to this we have seen a constructional part. In next video, we are going to see the nature of induced EMF and types of DC machines. Thank you.